Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Not bad for the first pass. Well, that sucked. I put it up to 2,600 RPMs, and I spun off the line. I think that the left lane, definitely slippery because it slipped when it shifted as well. I felt some tire spin. No bueno. So there you have it. They don't even have my my time slip, but I knew that I cut a 2.0 60 foot, and it wouldn't have been a good run like the last one. Battling the traction, and it is really quite complicated to actually get this thing to launch. Having to do the line lock and the launch control. This is not like what I'm used to with Gold Member, where I was able to foot brake it up to the RPM that I wanted to launch and just let it rip. It's a lot more complicated than that, and I was struggling with it. But nothing we can do about the tire spin. It happens. So that's a wrap. All right, guys, Lethal Jared, also known as the Mustang King. We are up here tonight at Palm Beach International Raceway to make a first couple of passes in our 2020 Shelby GT500 carbon fiber track pack. It's the first time this car has been to the drag strip. Really didn't know what to expect. We made a first pass, which actually worked out quite well. There's a lot to learn on this car as far as running it at the drag strip. You've got the line lock, you've also got the launch control. This car is not like the 2018 GT that I'm used to driving with the automatic in it, where you could just foot brake it to the RPM that you'd like it at. You actually have to set the launch control to the RPM you want. You can't have launch control on while you do your line lock burnout, so there's a lot going on, and it was a little frustrating. We are running this car 100% stock. This is a carbon fiber track pack, so on the back here we've got the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, which are not known to have great traction. We put the PSI down to 18 pounds of pressure at the rear. I launched my first launch at 2,300 RPMs. Actually cut a 179 60-foot time and went 11.18 at 123 miles an hour. Not bad. So I got that 11.18 at 123 miles an hour, and I obviously had my mind set on a 10. Honestly, any 10 would do for me. 10, 9999999, it doesn't matter, I wanted a 10. We changed the RPM to launch a little bit higher, kept the same tire pressure. At this point, we did a 2,600 RPM launch, and unfortunately, it spun the tires at the launch as well as down the track during one of the shifts. I only cut a 2.0 something 60 foot. It went 1150s, I believe. We came back to the pits, let the car cool down, changed the launch down about 2,500 RPMs and did the same thing and got the same results. It spun right off the line as well as down the track, and I ended up with an 1155. So ultimately, I'm happy with the first pass. I think the track was biting a lot better early on. Tonight is test and tune night, so they've got a lot of cars coming down the track and street tires. There's a lot of debris. those are the results we got, a baseline start. So from here, what do? We're gonna start slowly, as I mentioned off early on with the videos of this car. We're gonna do it step by step, just like we did with Goldmember. I think our next step with this car will be a custom tune from Lund Racing, possibly with E85 and some drag radials to see what it can do. Then moving on to some exhausts, such as the race pipes and a resin air delete, and a cold air intake from JLT Performance. So we're gonna take it step by step, start off with the results of an 1118 and see where we can go from there. Not sure what to expect from this car. It is a whole new learning curve, and I will stress again, using the RPM, the launch control, as well as that two-step and line lock stuff is very confusing, and got me a little flustered there. I felt like Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, almost like, ah! But I did it, and here we are. I'm gonna keep on bringing the content to you guys. Team Lethal, Mustang King, Lethal Jared, and I'm out.